Hello again, guys. It's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I have my weekly sales update video for you guys. So if you're new here, this is a channel all about reselling online. I sell on Etsy, Poshmark, and eBay. So I'll be showing you today all of the sales from the last week, which was basically the 2nd of April through to the 7th of April, give or take. And yeah, this is everything that's sold for me in the last week. So I will take you through each platform and each item. I'll let you know where I picked up the item, how much I paid originally, how much the buyer paid. Majority of the time, buyer is paying shipping. Occasionally, I'll have a free shipping item, and I'll mention that if I do. And then I will also go ahead right at the end of the video and let you know all of my numbers basically for the week. So that'll include gross profits, the amount I had to spend on fees, the amount I paid for all of the items in total, and then, of course, my net profit for the week. All right, let's just crack on. So one Etsy sale for this week was this little eSport vintage leather mini backpack. I picked this up just a couple of weeks ago at a rummage sale for 57 cents. That's how much the item cost when I averaged it all out for everything I purchased in that one day. It's several different rummage sales, so 57 cents. And it sold for $34.95 within about a week to a week and a half of listing plus the shipping. And that's Etsy done. Okay, and on to Poshmark. I think one of my viewers bought this. I hope that they absolutely love it. I wished that this tank would fit me, and it didn't. It's such a shame. But it's by Express. The ocean made me salty. Just a really nice burnout effect you can see up here. Super cute. I paid $1.24 when everything was averaged out, and it sold for $15 on Poshmark. Next is, I think, potentially another viewer as well. By the way, anybody who's purchased something from me in the last week, I know there's been a few subscribers or followers who've done that. Thank you so much. I literally do a happy dance when you buy something from me, especially when I hear that you love it when you've received it. I love rehoming these cool pieces, so thank you. Okay, so the next piece is a Free People poncho, the Southwest Trail poncho. And this I paid about $6 for. I got this from a reseller box. I'm so sorry. If you hear a sound, that's a Furby going off in the background. Welcome to my life as a work-at-home parent. Onwards and upwards. Free People Trail poncho. It's this really cool, like Southwest type print. I paid $6 for this when everything was evened out from a reseller box I actually purchased on Poshmark. And that was probably several months ago at this point. I think it's been listed for about 3 or 4 months. And the person actually came in and paid the full asking price of $50. So thank you so much. And like I said, I hope that you love it. I really like that piece. If it was my style, I would have kept it for sure, but I just couldn't quite pull it off. Okay, so this next one, Boston Proper. I sold another Boston Proper sweater last week, and it's funny, I bought both of them in the same haul. So this one cost about $6, I think it was, like $5.99-ish at the thrift store. And I usually do really well with Boston Proper, and it moves really quickly. And both pieces sat for a good 6 to 7 months, and then both pieces have just sold in the last week or so of each other. So there you go. Who knew? Right here in April. So I paid about $6, sold for $25. Let me go ahead and show you the label. I should be showing you labels. I apologize. There we go. Okay, and Taylor Loft. Most people know what this label looks like, I'm sure. I grabbed this for $1 at a yard sale. I just thought it was really cute. It sold for the full asking price of $18. They didn't make an offer, which is always fun. And I really like that it had this kind of ribbed knit detail and obviously these oversized pockets on the front as well. Just a really neat piece, but it's probably been listed now for about 6 months as well. So I'm glad to rehome that. This I bought last weekend at a rummage sale. So spent about $1.24. By the way, anything that you hear me mention was $1.24. You can pretty much assume that that was purchased just last weekend and sold within the week of listing. Just FYI. So $1.24. This was by the brand Junk Food. It was a Wild Things t-shirt. As someone came in, we counter offered back and forth a little bit and settled on $15. So that was a nice quick flip in a day or two. There is the label for that. And these were also from the exact same rummage sale as the shirt that I just showed you. They were Patagonia Capilene, I think that's what it says, leggings. They were size extra small. Oh, no, they're just size small. I'm sorry. And they had some like cute little sort of tighter cuffs there. Here is the back of them. Just kind of like a base layer legging. And they sold as well. Back and forth we went, and we settled on $15. And again, $1.24 for those. This was, I thought, super cute, and it was about 57 cents at a rummage sale. I picked it up not on brand, just purely on style, with this kind of cute rainbow effect, and then it just said "so tired," little tie front here. So yes, 57 cents, and the person purchased it for $12. These were from a rummage sale from about 3 to 4 weeks ago now. It's probably how long they've been listed. And they cost me 50 cents a piece. There's obviously a set of 4 SpongeBob scrub tops. I didn't pick up all character scrub tops, but because there was 4 altogether, and like I said, they were 50 cents a piece, I figured I would just go ahead and grab them, all the same size or similar size, and lot them together, which is, as you can see here. And I've never sold like a lot of, say, scrub tops on Poshmark before, so it was a bit of an experiment as well. But I feel like the experiment went well because they sold within just a couple of weeks, and then for the $20 mark here, which was a best offer, as you can see. This J.Crew skirt I've had forever. The person who purchased it just left feedback and they absolutely love it. And I'm so excited because I knew the right person would come along for this skirt. It was really cute. It was a linen blend. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was cotton. Well, it felt like a linen. I think that's what I was thinking. But just a really, really cute skirt. And it finally sold for $12. So I probably wouldn't pick up like a bold animal print again, perhaps, or like maybe just the mini skirt style, since that just doesn't seem to be moving too fast for me at this point in time. But everything comes back around, and before you know it, mini skirts will be flying off the shelf. Watch this space. This, again, I did not buy this for the brand. Mighty Fine is actually, I think, potentially a Kohl's brand. I know I've sold some Star Wars pieces by them before. I picked it up purely on style. Very like 80s vibe with this kind of like neon sign style text here, and then it had like an acid wash distressed look all over. I thought it was really cool. So this was one of those items where when it was averaged out in the thrift haul, it came to about $4.70, which is way more than I would ever pay for a graphic t-shirt, unless it was something super special. However, some of the items from that thrift haul sold for a lot of money, and so it kind of all evens out in the end. Anyway, $4.70, this sold for $14, so I made a few dollars profit, but like I said, evened out. There were some other items in the grand scheme of things in that thrift haul that did really, really well. So just figured I would mention that. Nike shoes, paid 57 cents for these at a rummage sale. They sold for $20. They were in really good shape as well. And these Not Your Daughter's jeans, I could not leave these behind. I just thought they were way too cool. They had, like, as you can see here, like a patchwork style look to them. And I paid $3.50 for them at a thrift store, and they sold for $25. And the last item, Poshmark, this actually sold really quickly. So I picked this up, I think it was last weekend, White House Black Market. It was the older tag, not the newer one, but I really like the style. It was a very dark wash denim jacket with this cute like high neck ruffle detail and almost like a pleated ruffle type detail down here as well. I listed it for $35, I think. I got an offer within, oh my goodness, within just a couple of hours of it being listed. I paid $1.24 last weekend, like I said, and it sold for $25 within an hour or two of listing. So I'm always happy when you get a quick flip like that. Okay, on to eBay. So this was from just a couple of weeks ago as well. 57 cents is how much I paid for this bag. It was by 31. I'm not super familiar with 31, but I know that it's one of those brands that's only sold through like representatives, I suppose, like people who can sell it, kind of like LuLaRoe. And I don't know how much it's out there anymore, but it does have some following. So I figured I would pick it up for 57 cents and give it a go. And it actually sold, pretty quickly within a week or two of being listed. And it sold for $15.99 on sale, you can see here, plus the shipping. So for 50 cents, I'd probably pick it up again, if I'm being honest. This was a new to me brand. It didn't sell for as high as I would have liked it to. It's been listed now, these sandals, for about 5 weeks-ish, 4 to 5 weeks. This is the brand you can see right here, and I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like as well. There we go. But I saw them in the thrift store, and they seemed to be good quality, so I decided to look them up, and the comps are pretty promising. I just didn't get a lot of interest on either platform in these particular sandals. I'm not sure if it was a style thing or what it was. Anyway, they sold on sale for $27.99, and I paid ultimately, I think it was about $2.90-ish when I picked them up. This Lucky Brand top, I let this one go for $11. I paid $3 originally at the thrift store, and I think that's just going to be too high for me for Lucky Brand. It really needs to be sort of $1 to $2 or less, essentially. It was really, really pretty, but it was a size small. The larger sizes in Lucky Brand seem to do better for me. But yes, I decided it was time to recoup my money. It's been several months it's been listed with no action, so $11 is what I got for that. Again, another item that I overpaid for. So this is Maurice's. And for a while there, I went on a kick thinking that Maurice's was doing really well. By the way, again, let's just talk about these photos. These photos are not very good. And I actually redid the photos. They were much better. And I updated them on Poshmark. And I have no idea why I didn't come back and update them here on eBay. It could be anyone's guess. But anyway, so this was a maxi dress, as you can see here, like a Southwest style print below and like a crochet top, which you can't even see in this photo because it's so blown out. Give me strength. You can tell it's an older listing, right? And it was belted as well. It was a size 14, and I ended up taking a best offer of $15 for this, I think it was. Yeah, it was priced at $15.19, and they came off me $15, which is fair enough. And I had how much did I have in it originally? Did I get myself lost? No, I didn't. $15, and it was $3.50 originally. All right, onwards. So this is from last weekend as well. So $1.24 is what I had in this. This was a brand that actually I was not too excited about when I looked at the comps. It's very Lagan look, like boxy fit brand. It had some really nice kind of tier detail here with buttons and whatnot. This was the tag. It was willow, as you can see, 100% linen. And I got this as well as getting I got several flax pieces, some cut loose pieces, some Bryn Walker. So basically some of the higher end, more popular, supposedly Lagan look pieces, but none of those have sold yet. And this one has, so go figure. I had it listed for $24.99 plus shipping, and they offered me $25 plus shipping. So I went ahead and accepted, and they paid right away. So I don't know, they just gave me a penny. I'm not too sure, but hopefully they absolutely love this piece. So yes, nice quick flip, sold within about 2 or 3 days of being listed. And this is another one I let go. It was just not a very good buy, and I'm really, really picky now with not only Chico's, but Zenergy by Chico's. I'll go ahead and show you the label so you can see how it's slightly different. There you go. This is kind of like their sportier, like casual line or whatever. I ended up letting this go for $11.99, and I paid $2 originally. Just no interest in it. This graphic t-shirt I got at the same time as I got that one that had like Babe with the lips and whatnot. So $4.70 in this again. And it's all for $19.99 plus shipping. This was $2.90 at a thrift store. It was a men's extra large, Life is Good man cave with the tent. A really, really like crisp condition. I don't think anyone's ever worn it. And I took best offer on this of $14.99. Like I said, it was $2.90 at the thrift store. These Clark shoes I got at the thrift store as well for $2.90 also. I think it was just a pair that they must have missed, because usually they mark Clarks up really, really high, and these ones they didn't. So there we go. But this is the name of them right here, ballet flats, and this was the color. There's all the information essentially. And I got all that information because on the inside of Clark shoes and other brands as well, there is a little thing that says like S/N, and that's the style number. So if you Google that, Clarks and that number, you'll often come up with the exact name, so you can put that information in, which is super helpful when people are looking for that exact shoe. Anyway, $2.90 is what I had in them, and I took a best offer of $25, and they've been listed for about a month as well. Clara Sunwoo, this was a new to me brand. When I grabbed it, I thought it was such high quality. Like, I loved the feel of it, so I decided to give it a go. It actually didn't do that well. It didn't have that much interest. It's been listed now for about 5 to 6 weeks with like no likes or anything like that. It does seem to be a slightly higher end brand in terms of it retails, kind of high and whatnot. But it just didn't have that much interest. So what can you do? I don't know if it was the color or the size or whatever. But I had $3.57 in it, and I took a best offer of $19.99. This I picked up last weekend, which was one of my favorite finds. So $1.24 is how much I had in this item. It's like almost like a herringbone style blazer. It was virgin wool, all kinds of good stuff going for it. Max Mara Weekend, which is the Max Mara like slightly lower end line, I suppose, but it still retails super high, like between $400 and $1,000. And yes, within a couple of days, I had a best offer of $45. I hesitated at first because, as you can see, I listed it honestly above market value at $74.99. However, I did kind of take the moment to stop and go and check comps on both platforms, eBay and Poshmark, and $45 was really like a decent offer in amongst the current comps for this kind of blazer from Max Mara. If nothing else, maybe even a little bit higher from what I had seen recently there, especially coming out of the season. So I decided, it's only been a couple of days. 45 is a great offer, especially when I look at that market value there. I had $1.24 in it. It was kind of a no-brainer. So I went ahead and accepted that. These Skechers boots I've had for a while. Again, they're just waiting for the right person. And these finally got good feedback. The person loved them. Someone purchased them once before and they just didn't fit right. Paid a $1 at a yard sale for these. They were Skechers. Again, style number is where I get all of this information right here from. And someone sent me a best offer of $23 because the shipping was pretty darn high for these because they were very, very heavy, about 4.5 pounds I think they weighed. And I went ahead and accepted that. This was a fail, J. Crew swimsuit. It sold for $14 plus shipping, but I paid $3 in the thrift store originally, and it just has really taken its time selling. I think I've had it for over a year at this point. I'm just not sure if the style is spot on, and also one piece is a size small, the next piece is a size medium, which is ever so specific for someone to know if that's going to fit them. So I don't think that helped very much at all. I probably wouldn't pick it up again unless it was at like a filler bag or both pieces were the same size, perhaps. This Altered State shirt I got last weekend, so $1.24. It sold really, really quickly. I took the best offer of $10. And I'll tell you why I took an offer that low when I only just listed it. When I was listing, I was doing my measurements and stuff, like my armpit to armpit for my chest. And I noticed where is it? Oh, Lord, now I can't find it. It's in here somewhere. But it was a slight hole, basically, underneath, like, where the fabric had been stressed. So I had to disclose all of that, obviously, in my listing and make sure that the buyer knew. You can see right here, there's a small area of stress and tear under the right armpit. And anyway, they've already got it. They left feedback. They said it was exactly, described. They're perfectly happy with it. But I was a little bit disappointed because I think this particular style would have done quite well otherwise. It got quite a few likes and stuff on Poshmark, but I decided just get your money back, get a couple of bucks out of it and move on and learn from it and check those areas like under the arm where there is some stress that tends to happen. So Jennifer Lopez jeans, I took a best offer on these for $12 and I had 50 cents in them from a rummage sale. I got them only because I like the boyfriend jean style, tends to do quite well, and I liked the distressing on it as well. Clarks, these are a pair of mules, as you can see. Took a best offer of $20 on these. They've been listed for about 2 or 3 months at this point. I paid $1 at a yard sale. This Bowden dress has hung around for forever. I think it's been listed now for about 6 or 7 months, but finally it's sold for full asking price. So $32.99 is what it's sold for, and I paid $6 in the thrift store. It was super pretty. I knew its time would come. That's spring for you, I guess. These Chico's pants, I picked them up and then realized they were flawed. They had like some of the lower hem on one of the legs there, on one of the ankles was coming undone. Basically, I needed either like glued or stitched or something doing to it. So I took a best offer of $10.50 happily. I paid 50 cents at a rummage sale originally, and buyer paid shipping as well. This bra I picked up at 57 cents. I think this was maybe last weekend or the weekend before that, a couple of weekends ago now. So it's been listed about 2 weeks perhaps. So 57 cents, and it's sold for a best offer of $15. I've actually sold this exact bra several times over, and 15 to 20 is pretty much a good expected price point for that. It's koi top, finally sold for $12.99, as you can see here. Paid $1 at a yard sale. I would not pick up this style koi again. The only koi tops that I will pick up now are the ones that have like really nice bright bold prints and kind of fitted and beaded and that kind of stuff. This did not do very well in terms of like how quickly it sold or how much it sold for. This was from about a week and a half ago now, my thrift store haul. It was J. Crew collection. I'll go ahead and show you that as well. So it's the J. Crew black tag, and it has collection down here. Fortunately, the fabric content tag was missing, but it does say Italian cashmere right there. I just couldn't tell you exactly the fabric content. I did find very, very comparable pieces, so I could price it fairly close to what I would have liked it to be. But then again, not knowing the full fabric content and stuff was a little bit difficult. So I listed it for $49.99, which is pretty high in the comps. And within an hour or two, somebody came and offered me, actually was it an hour or two? Maybe within half an hour. It was really, really quick. Someone offered me $35 plus shipping, had $3.57 in it. So I went ahead and took that, was very happy with that quick flip. And the last piece is this Sundance top. I picked it up at a, what was it? A thrift store. It was a thrift store, and it was about $3 to $3.50 was my average cost that day. This piece, I took a best offer of $20 plus shipping, and that's because it had a few little, again, disclosed in the listing and in the photos, little kind of like pinhole marks. Very, very small, but nevertheless, they were there, so I took a best offer on that. Ooh, and breathe. And that is everything that I sold this last week on all 3 platforms. So here come the numbers. My gross sales this week was $738.37, which is pretty darn good for me. I'm happy with that. Again, just to reiterate, if you're new here, I do this part-time. I'm a stay-at-home mother to 3 boys, 5 and under. So I'm pretty darn busy most of the time. And I work like maybe 2 hours a day. Pretty average is what I would say, and I only source once a week on the mornings on a Saturday, occasionally at a thrift store in the middle of the week if I'm feeling kind of froggy and I want to get out. For most of the time, it's only on a Saturday morning, so almost $750 is pretty darn good for me. The fees I paid, which I consider my fees to be 20%. 20% is what Poshmark charges. eBay, after eBay fees and PayPal fees, 20% is a pretty good estimate. Etsy is less, but I like to keep it nice and consistent, so I just say 20% of my gross sales across the board was $147.67 this week. My cost of goods, so what I paid for every single item that I showed you here today, was $77.60 total. So my net profit for this week was $513.10. So yay, that's good. And of course, I went straight out on Saturday and reinvested $150 of it. So isn't that just the circle of reseller life? Okay, so thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this video. Let me know how your sales are going down below. What is selling best for you right now? Like a shorts moving, a swimwear moving? What do you think is kind of flying off the shelf for you at this point in time in this season? And yes, I will see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.